The air inside the crashed pod still smelled faintly of burning metal. A low hum pulsed from its core like a dying heartbeat. Ethan crouched beside the cracked control panel, wiping grime from his cheek as he muttered, "You just had to fall out of the sky, didn't you?" From behind him came a soft sound, a giggle. Not human. Not even close. It had a melodic tremor, like laughter carried on the wind of another world. Ethan turned sharply. There she was, silver-skinned, with faint blue veins that glowed under the dim light, sitting cross-legged on a pile of metallic debris as if the chaos around her didn't exist. Her eyes, wide and bright as twin moons, studied him with curious amusement. "I didn't fall," she said, her voice echoing faintly in his mind. "You humans make gravity sound so clumsy." Ethan blinked, wiping sweat from his brow. "You're telepathic." Her head tilted. "I prefer efficient communicator." The girl, no, the alien, stood up and stepped closer. Her movements were fluid, graceful. Her feet didn't quite touch the ground. Each step shimmered slightly. Ethan took a cautious step back, but she only smiled wider. "You saved me," she said softly. "It's custom among my kind to show gratitude through physical contact." No need for that," Ethan stammered. "I just dragged you out of the wreckage." Before he could stop her, she stepped forward, placing a glowing hand over his heart. Energy rippled through him, warm and electrifying. His knees almost buckled. She giggled again, tilting her head. "You have a strong pulse, human." "I like that." Ethan tried to find words, but she suddenly crouched, and without warning sat right on his lap, her silvery eyes locking with his. He froze. "What are you doing?" "It's a gesture of trust," she said with perfect calm. "Among my species, sharing space is sacred. It tells the universe we mean no harm." "Sharing space," he managed. "You're literally sitting on me." "Yes," she replied simply. "And yet you haven't pushed me away." He didn't. He couldn't. Her skin radiated warmth. Not heat, but something deeper, resonant, like standing beneath sunlight filtered through water. For a heartbeat, Ethan forgot they were on a desolate crash site at all. Then something strange happened. A hum filled the air, louder than before, building to a low-frequency vibration that made the ground tremble. The alien's markings flared blue, and Ethan felt his chest tighten as if his heartbeat synced with hers. He gasped. "No. This isn't possible. What's happening?" "Our frequencies," she pressed her hands against his chest. "They're aligning. That shouldn't happen with a human." The light between them intensified until it blinded him. Ethan shouted, trying to push her away, but his hands passed through her like mist. In that instant, he wasn't sure where she ended and he began. Then silence. When his vision cleared, they were somewhere else. The forest was gone. The metallic wreckage was gone. Around them stretched an endless expanse of shifting light, colors flowing like liquid glass. Ethan stumbled backward. "Where are we?" The alien stood beside him, eyes wide in disbelief. "Inside the fold. My world's quantum veil. You brought us here." "I brought us here." She nodded slowly, or replacing her earlier playfulness. "Humans aren't supposed to access this dimension. Only those of my lineage can open the fold. Yet somehow when our energies synchronized, you unlocked it." Ethan looked around. The space pulsed, alive as if watching them. The air itself whispered faint voices, ancient and gentle. "What does this mean?" he asked quietly. The alien turned to him, her expression softening. "It means our connection isn't just physical. It's cosmic." He gave a shaky laugh. "That's a lot for a first meeting." Her lips curved into a smile. Perhaps for humans. For my kind, this is destiny. Before Ethan could respond, the light flickered. Cracks of darkness spread across the radiant expanse. The alien's face paled. No. The fold is rejecting you. It's unstable here. The air around them twisted, pulling at his body. Ethan's vision warped as she reached for his hand. Hold on, she cried. Their fingers met, and a surge of energy shot through them both. A blinding flash. When Ethan opened his eyes again, he was back in the forest. The pod was gone. The air was still, heavy with the scent of rain. He sat up slowly, his mind spinning. Was that real? A faint shimmer appeared before him, and the alien girl stepped out of thin air. Her glow was dimmer now, her gaze unreadable. You survived the fold, she said quietly. No human ever has. So it was real, he murmured. She nodded, crouching beside him. You and I are bound now. When I sat on you I thought it was play. But our energies intertwined. Your biology responded to mine. We created a bridge between worlds. Ethan's heart pounded. A bridge. She smiled faintly. It means neither of us can exist without the other for long. Our lives are intertwined by the fold's resonance. He exhaled shakily, half in awe, half in disbelief. So what now? She extended her hand, her silver skin glimmering under the moonlight. Now, human, we learn what that connection means. Together. He hesitated only a moment before taking her hand. The warmth returned, softer this time, no longer shocking, just alive. As their fingers intertwined, the air shimmered faintly again, and somewhere in the distance, the stars pulsed in rhythm with their joined heartbeats. The alien girl smiled, her eyes glowing like galaxies. This time, she whispered, we'll fall together. Ethan's pulse slowed as the forest lights flickered through the mist. The alien girl stood before him, her glow softer now, like moonlight over calm water. For the first time since the crash, silence felt alive, charged with something new. You shouldn't have survived the fold, she murmured, her silver eyes wide with wonder. No human ever has. The fold binds only those meant to exist between worlds. Ethan managed a half-smile. Guess I'm not your average human. She stepped closer, her fingers brushing his cheek. No, she whispered. You're something rarer. You connected with me. And that changed both of us. A low hum vibrated through the air, the same pulse they'd shared in the fold. She looked up sharply. It's calling us. The bridge between our worlds. It's still open. Then what happens if we ignore it? It collapses. And when it collapses, one of us vanishes with it. The words hit him like a punch. She turned away, hiding the tremor in her voice. I was sent to study your kind, not to merge with one. But now, I can't leave you without breaking the connection. Ethan hesitated only a second before taking her hand. Then don't leave. Her eyes glowed brighter, tears like liquid light gathering in them. If I stay, I can never return home. He squeezed her hand gently. Then maybe home isn't a place anymore. The hum rose into a chorus. Soft, resonant, beautiful. As the energy enveloped them, her smile trembled. You humans always choose the impossible. He grinned. That's kind of our thing. And as the light flared, the two forms, human and alien, merged into one radiant pulse that rippled through the night sky, forever binding two worlds through love neither had expected to find.